سلام دوستان عزیز، سلام بچه ها، دارم حالتون خوب بشه. استریم اساسین داریم، پارت آخرش بازی رو میخوایم دیگه امروز تمامش کنیم. یه به هر شکلی شده امروز قراره بازی تمام بشه. بریم و چیز بکنیم و من یه لحظه اینم ببینم. خب یه لحظه ببخشید بچه ها. چطوری؟ خوبی؟ همه چی خوبه؟ خب این هستیم. خب ببینیم. خب سلام خسته نباشید. سلام، همین چطوری؟ خوبی؟ سلامتی؟ لایک میکنم و میرم. بله این هم گویی که تمام بدبختی ما از نیست شروع شد.
Cassandra, it was never supposed to be like this. Decades ago, a group of people gathered together to uphold a theory which they believed could control the universe. That the world functioned in equal parts, order and disorder. But some fell lovingly into the wicked arms of chaos, and the cult of Cosmos was born. They abused their power, casting the Greek world into eternal war. One you were created to stop. In destroying the cult, you have done what I could not. You are a hero, but this imbalance comes with a price, my child. For without chaos, there is supreme order, a loss of progression and freedom. But there is still hope. Hope in you. Hope in the future you will bring. We must fix the mistakes of the past. Use the staff. Repair the rift in the universe. The world depends on you, Cassandra. You need to be the hero again.
So, you've seen it too then. It's beautiful, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
You killed the last member of the cult. Well, just about.
What?
It's true. I was their leader, but only for a moment it seemed. When your brother came along and changed everything we were aiming for.
You agreed with them? The fucking cult?
The powers that be in the Greek world weren't doing things the right way. The cult just wanted a clean slate.
By way of corruption? Dirty drachmi? They killed people in a war they made themselves.
Fueling war was one of the methods, yes. But it was controlled. Until suddenly it wasn't. And then I didn't like what we were doing anymore.
چرت نداره.
I thought Demos was on your side.
Not in the way we hoped. As you know, he's impossible to control. He worked his way to the helm, and then he held even more sway than I did.
Malaka. So you were after us?
Not you, your bloodline. People like Leonidas, like you, have always posed a threat. Then we met and you surprised me. You were nothing like Demos.
Why not just use me? I was in the palm of your hand.
You made me optimistic that you could help me bring down the cult that had become so corrupt. And you did, albeit unknowingly.
Telling me you're a cultist took guts. You know what I do to cultists, Aspasia.
I didn't want to lie to you anymore. Now that they're gone, we can work together. I think we'd make a good match, don't you?
I just don't understand. What about this pyramid? How does it work? Why does the cult have it?
I've been trying to figure out all of that myself. It's as much of a mystery to you as it is to me. This pyramid has been worshipped by the cult for decades, and we have used it to replace the Oracle of Delphi, the most trusted person in all the Greek world. Using the people's reliance on a pantheon of dead gods would help to reshape humanity in our favor. The pyramid holds a mysterious power to see into time. But only certain people can activate it. People like Demos, and the ones in your bloodline.
But you've seen something too.
I don't know how or why, but it did show me something.
What did you see?
I saw you. In the vision, you destroyed the pyramid and you destroyed the cult. I saw what would come after.
After the cult?
We will be replaced by a new kind of order. Control under the reign of a philosopher king. There will be a movement away from the old gods towards rational society, built in a kingdom by the people, for the people. And I must find someone to lead them. But I couldn't achieve any of this with the cult and their chaotic regime. So I let them carry out their plans, and let the time of the cult of Cosmos come to an end on its own.
Wait. Did Pericles know?
I wanted to protect him, so I kept him in the dark. He would have had his own opinions, but he was never supposed to die. That is the truth.
You've made questionable choices. But I think that was the right one.
You knew him. All he did was worry about the state of the Greek world. If I told him, it would have ruined him.
So, what happens now?
We shift focus. We steer towards a new republic under one supreme rule. A dream I'll make a reality.
But it is still a dream. One that isn't realistic.
Abandon what you know and just imagine. Forget democracy. No more blue and red. Just citizens working for a greater good.
This is crazy. It won't work, Aspasia. It didn't work.
It's not crazy. It's enlightened. Once people in Athens get wind of this, they'll come to know they've wanted it all along. Even you.
I'm not sure.
You've spent your whole life thinking for yourself. Let go. What I plan will require you to trust me. Come with me. This future's not a dream.
I'm sorry.
I suppose that means you trust me.
I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you what it means. Love is a singular comfort, Cassandra. What comes next means harmony for everyone.
You should go. Lead your new republic.
I won't be the leader. We need someone with the knowledge of a philosopher and the wisdom of a king.
That's a tall order these days.
I couldn't have done this without you, Cassandra. You're doing the right thing.
I always try to do what's right.
Then we're after the same thing.
Cassandra, there is much left to do now.
Cassandra!
Castores.
I can weather any storm.
از این و مرحله آخر
This place holds the answer. You have more questions.
I have questions about my family.
The sentimental.
That's all I wanted to know. I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered. Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing the temple.
Nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches. Call me Aletheia. I am truth in its revelation, and I am calling you out. You who try to rewrite the laws of the universe. You who manipulate human progress. What do you hope to achieve?
You have more questions.
What do I do with the artifacts?
Just...
I want to know more about Atlantis.
There isn't enough time for...
I've heard enough. I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered.
Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy. A legacy of culture and art. We could share in this if you just treat them as equals. In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called...
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore.
Hurry. This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
پارت آخر.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Aletheia won control of this place.
Challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary. You're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, eagle bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Alethea says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point.
نشسته تو دور
I see
آره
you
یه
hiding
خورده
yourself from the world, puzzling out the
عجب
words of my fellow precursors. Please listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb.
ای بابا
Scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No, no, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I
فیثاغورس
believe.
بچه ها
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality.
بیار اینا اینجا دیگه
I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand
بریم
it.
وسط
Our
باشیم.
simulated realities will cross sooner or later.
زن ابیلیتی عوض کنم اینطوری عوض کنم
Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread?
سلام علیکم
Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation.
چی میگی؟
I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us.
سانان
After
سل
all, all you have to
محمودم
do is
دادش
press a button and run
اکتبر
another
نه
simulation.
چشم قبول
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invention was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming.
ایشالا هر وقت وقت کنم.
To decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
We can't stay here. We don't have the time.
There's so much to learn. With this knowledge, we can turn the tide of fate.
That is not our destiny. You said so yourself. You're losing sight of what's important.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization.
بده
The
من اون
creation of
نامصب و
humankind.
We
بده
are sealing
من
this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing
لا
but
والحالا
an
نه
insect to swat
نخریدم
once the power is ours.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. We are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself.
آره به سقاط فلسفه نبود.
This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make.
I understand.
Cassandra, choose wisely.
این پدرش هم نبودش. خدا بیامرزدش.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
برای باباش بابای واقعیش بود. خب به به خانم لیلا هستن اینجاست.
Everything in order? Then, open sesame. So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this. Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it.
نمیدونستش باباش.
The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing.
time to troubleshoot.
Looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important. Such a bright light. Its presence cannot be an accident.
گرافیکش به پای ردت نرسه. گرافیکش دیگه است. مثلث تشکیل بده. نمیتونیم تغییرش کنیم. که جاش درسته. اینا هم باید بریم خوب ببینم. معما دیگه اینجاش باید حلش کنم. مثلا اینجا بریم اینجا بعد برسونش به اون نوره.
I got it!
خب
Where is it? What?
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing.
چه کچلوار روش بهش میاد کاساندرا. کچلوار روش از اومد میشه. کاساندرا زنده است. او حتی دقیقا نیستش.
I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icarus is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you. And put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh. No. You can keep it. It's broken.
But...
You used it broken. It was powerful. I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by. I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How? Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose. My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order. Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin. I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos. Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I have walked from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now. Promise me one thing. Anything. When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
آخه پیر شد بسته بگیره عجب
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Cassandra again.
سلام آفرینی عزیز. تموم شد شرف نزن.
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you. I told you, Varnavas. A secret no one can fathom. Yes, but a lost world? It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist. Sounds like Hui to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible. It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
My mother sent me here to meet my real father. You know, Pythagoras? It's him.
Your father was living in a volcano?
Unthinkable.
It would make him immortal.
He had a staff that belonged to the ancient civilizations.
It kept him alive all this time. Perfect sense. Well, where is he? Invite him along. He's your father, after all.
He was a stubborn man. He wanted to keep all the knowledge of Atlantis to himself.
Stubborn. I suppose that trait runs in the family.
He means he's sorry for your loss.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotos.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
خب بچه‌ها
We've learned a lot, haven't we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
For all we know, anything's possible.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps she, too, is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an odyssey I won't forget.
دیگه موند اینجا و دیگه اینا رفتن دیگه. این از داستان اینجا. بله. خب بچه ها کلا داستان اساسی همینجوری بازه ولی چیزش اون داستان اصلیش تموم شد و دیگه الان از این بعد دیگه داستان همینجوریه الکی. خب اینا هم چیزای معمولی بازیه. اون داستان حقیقی بود، اون عصای جادویی که اونجا داستان بود که اون عصا بود که مهم بود که انجام بشه. بعد دیگه از اینجا به بعدش دیگه این چیز هم که تموم شد و راجع به عصا و این چیز هم صحبت شد. کل داستان راجع به اون عصای بود که همیشش تموم شد و کل بازی هم تقریبا به همین. باقی چیزای مربوط به الکی داستانه که داستان معمولی بازیه که هر کدومش هم یه سری مراحل خودشو داره و هر حال تو اون زمان است و به همین شکل به صورت بازی و باز گذاشتم ولی خب داستان اصلی بازی تموم شد. مرسی. مثل گستاف توشیما در واقع داستانش اینجوری. مرسی از اینکه این لایو رو دیدید. دمتون گرم. این هم از نسخه بازی اساسین که دیگه تمام شد. دیگه از اینجا به بعدش دیگه اگر من خواستم بازی کنم من دیگه لایوی ازش نمیرم و دیگه پایان خوش بازی اساسین بود. پایان بد بازی اساسین بود که با مرگ کاساندرا توی زمان خانم لیلا حسن تموم میشه و این هم الان دوباره بازگشت به عقبشه و داستانهایی که این کاساندرا داشته و همین ادامه پیدا میکنه تا برای خودش دیگه. ولی کلا بازی اینجوری مونده حالا سیاش دور میزنیم و من خب مراقب خودتون باشی. لایک و سابسکرایب یادتون نره و لایو بعدیمون فردا. آراد خسته ندارم الان سرکله با من نزن حالا میام صحبت میکنم. فعلا قربانتون بچه ها. خدا نگهدارتون تا برنامه بعدی. لایو دیگر بدرود. به زودی واچ تاگز رو شروع میکنم. پارت 2 رو میذارم و همینجوری ادامه میدم دیگه. به جای اساسین دیگه واچ تاگز میاد و واچ تاگز رو بازی میکنم. بعد همگیتون مرسی. بعدتون خدا حافظ.